Hi, welcome to Coach Business, the podcast. I'm your host, Caryn Gillen. I have, as of next week, officially been in business for 15 years. And I want to celebrate that a little bit, not by talking about what I've done, but by talking about what's normal. When I got quiet before I hit record this morning or noon, I think it's afternoon, I here's a little business secret about me. So it's 12:15 p.m. on Monday. And I call my Mondays Sunday part two. And I don't really get to work until noon. And even if I'm not trying to get to work at noon, I inevitably show up at noon. It's like I have an internal clock and Monday doesn't really start until noon. So here we are. But I've been thinking about all of you this morning and really everyone in my Comfortable in Business membership and all of the coaches who have paid great money and energy and time to become certified. Thinking about all the therapists who are coaches now, thinking about the people who are subject matter experts who have added coaching in and have left careers and really wanted to come out of this work and support people that they used to work with, people who used to have the job they have. We're all coaching, right? And most of us, I would venture that 98% of us who are coaches have a love of coaching and want to do this work. We're not trying to do this to get out into what's next. We're not trying to develop a company so we can sell it. We're not trying to create a product so that we don't have to coach anymore. Most of us want to coach, and we want to coach a certain number of hours per week, and we want to live beautiful lives that feel sustained and generative to us and to the people who we serve. We want businesses and lives that feel like the true win-win-win. We're not extractive. We're not trying to push the limits of what we can charge so far that it's putting our clients' nervous systems on alert. We're not interested in doubling our prices just because we're good at sales. We want to have real, correct pricing for what it is we do. And some coaches I work with sell really expensive things and it makes sense for their market. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the majority of us want to do really great work that is right sized for who we are, for how our lives work, for who our client is. And we just want to do really great work. And I think one of the things that gets in the way of that is seeing so much, I'm going to say bullshit, uh, puffed up business metric marketing. So people getting on and talking about how much money they've made, or kind of that being the front runner in their marketing is, here, I've done this much, so you should hire me. Because if we look at the data, the small business data for the United States, for North America, the majority of coaches are making less than, I think, $50,000 a year, definitely less than 60. And the idea that every coach who goes into business is going to hit $100,000 just isn't the reality right now. But if you look at the marketing, if you look at what everybody's talking about, it's like, oh God, if I'm not hitting six figures, am I even a coach? Well, yes, you are. The majority of us aren't. And whether or not that's okay isn't up to me. It's only up to you. All of us have different backgrounds and situations. Some people don't need to make money, but they love coaching, so they do it. And that's great. And some people need to make a living. They're the sole breadwinner for their family, and they better be making more than 100, because to take care of a family, it is not cheap. Especially if you want to have any sort of savings account, emergency fund, or save for retirement, right? But I just want to normalize, like, the things that you see people marketing don't have to be the golden ticket for you. The thing that you want, or the things that you got into this for, those are beautiful and relevant things. And I want you to get to where you have those, because that's what's going to sustain you as one of the coaches in it with me. I'm going to be here another 15 years. I don't have any plans of retiring before then. So that will be 30 years coaching. That feels like a lot, but I don't know. The first 15 went pretty fast. So whatever it is that you want, if you got into this and you're like, I really just want to bring in an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month for my family, and I don't want to have to spend $25,000 to earn $25,000, that's okay. And it's right and good. And if you are in this and you're like, there's no way I can do this for less than 450,000 a year because I live in San Francisco and I have a family and I'm a one income household, then that is right and good. The thing I want to highlight is like, don't let other people's goals and metrics, especially people's goals and metrics for selling you something, become your goal. Your goal is individual. Your why you do this is very individual for you. It's not important for me to share with you what my goals are and what my revenue is, because I have my life where what you don't see is I have a husband who works at the university. We have great health insurance because of that. That's fantastic, right? You don't know what my mortgage is. You don't know whether my kid's in public or private school. She's in public school. I come from a long line of school board presidents, so I'm a big public school fan. I was the school board rep in high school. Um, but right, like nobody knows what's going on in your life, nor should they. It's your business, just like it's my business, right? But I want you to take what you need and want seriously and make it happen. And I want you to leave the rest of it behind. And I want you to know that you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to make that sustainable revenue for you. We're coaches. We have the easiest business model on the planet. It's like I'm sort of like dumbing down my role here. I am a fantastic coach. I am steeped in online business because I've been doing this for 15 years. I come from a long line of successful family businesses, many of them in their second generation. I have been a part of startups of a fishing company, of a brewery and delicatessen and gastropub, of so many coaching businesses, of my own coaching business and changing niches. Like I know all about it, and none of it is that intensely, wildly complicated or hard. What it does require, though, is some basic stuff about like how to be in business, how to keep showing up, how to choose your way, the right way, not just the way you heard on someone else's Instagram story that made them $100 million, but your way. And so the thing that I think is really important is that we use our discernment of who we are, of what we're really here to do, not what we think we should do now that we heard $100,000 is possible. Like, do you want to do that? Fantastic. I can help you do that. Do you want to do 250? Awesome. I can also help you do that. But do you want to do 50 grand a year? And that would be brilliant for your family and make all this make sense. I can help you do that too. And I want to just say what a gorgeous goal that is and how right you are for wanting to create that for yourself and your family. And I love you for wanting that. And don't let anyone else's goal pull the rug out from under you. Your goals are amazing. And what you need and want are exactly right. And screw anyone who tells you otherwise. Sure, someone might make some good points and you might change your goal after a while. Who knows? But for now, like what you want is right and good. And let's go get it. And let's defy the odds of small business, helping people be better, be who they want to be, and get what they want and go where they want to go. Let's not hit our goals by being sneaky or shady or doing any of the lame ass stuff that people can do to make more money in the short term. I help people make long game, smart money in a way where they know how to do it again, in a way where their clients will come back again and again because they trust the people, because the coaches are trustworthy. So if that's you, I want to help you. I want to help you get to your perfect goal for you. Disregard all the other stuff. I recently had one of my members in Comfortable in Business reach out and tell me what it was that's been happening for her inside of the group. And I want to share it with you, some of the things, because I think it's really interesting for us to know, like, oh, if I join a program, what's going to be inside of it? What's going to happen there? So the membership is $200 a month. If you want to join us for $200 a month, you can come in today and we'll just keep going. But here's what's interesting. I feel so much more comfortable to show up and try things. The pressure's all gone from trying to have everything figured out. It released. So if you want that for you, join Comfortable in Business. Here's another one. Not having to have everything done before I start. It's the process of knowing. I don't have to have my workshop done, every follow-up email done, every this and every that, just to get the first thing done and get it rolling. Okay, that's just two things. Two things that tell us I'm good at creating a space where you can edit out everything you don't need and focus on what's important, on the things that actually drive business, to the goals that you actually have that are a fit for your actual life. All right. And if you want to do that stuff, I'm here to help you. The link will be in the show notes, or reach out, DM me. If you want to chat about it before you join to see if it's a great fit for you, I want to talk to you. Okay. So just find me wherever you know that I am, and I will be there saying hello. And I just appreciate all of you. And I want you all to know that we are in this together. And that when I think about coaching coaches, I do not look down on those of you who have not yet made $100,000 or whatever, don't have a big goal. I always see you as far as the eye can see, out to my right and out to my left, because we are in this together. This is our field. What we do impacts all of us. So we have to go together. So if you want to go together with me, join me in Comfortable in Business. Because why not have support for a ridiculously good price from a person who's been doing this for 15 years, who has seen people come and go, flame out and never to be heard of again, and who has seen a lot of shady stuff happen, who's seen a lot of incredible stuff happen, and who has built a consistent business that fuels my life the way that I want it to. I want that for you. Okay? All right. I'm really glad we had this talk. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day. And if you would do me a solid, this is a top 2% rated podcast. That means it's pretty good. So that means we should share it. We should get the word out. I would love for you to forward this episode to 2 of your coach friends, 2 of those coaches who are out to the right and left of me and you doing this great work in the world, and let them know that we don't have to have the goals everyone else has. We need to have our goals. Okay. So share it with those people and let them know that they're doing amazing work in the world because I said so. How do we know? Because they're going after it. All right. Take good care.